Story number 3 is Charlie Plants a Garden. This story is good if you plant a little garden and you want to get your child involved with helping plant the garden. You can let them hear this story and how important it is to work together, because you get things done a lot faster and it'll be a better outcome. It was the first day of spring. Mr. Jacobs had a new project for the class. The class was going to plant a vegetable garden. Charlie was very excited. He couldn't wait to tell his grandmother about the class garden. Because they all lived in the city, some of the children did not know what a vegetable garden was. Mr. Jacobs explained that vegetable gardens and farms are where some of our food comes from. Mr. Jacobs told the class that the city said they could plant their garden in the empty space across the street from the school. Mr. Jacobs gave everyone a letter to take home explaining the class project and inviting families to help. Every student would need to choose a vegetable to grow. Charlie couldn't wait to talk to Grandmother Laura when he got home. Charlie showed Grandmother Laura the letter from Mr. Jacobs. She thought the garden was a wonderful idea. Grandmother Laura told Charlie her family used to grow corn. She said the corn was delicious and sweet, and it would grow big and tall, just like Charlie. Charlie decided that he would plant corn for Grandmother Laura. The next day, the students talked about the vegetables they would grow. Charlie told the class that he wanted to grow corn. His friend Rosie said she wanted to grow cabbage. Michael chose tomatoes. Mr. Jacobs told the students that tomorrow they would start on their garden. Mr. Jacobs helped the children get started. He gave everyone a packet of seeds. Corn grows from kernels, so Charlie had a packet of corn kernels. First, Mr. Jacobs showed them how to glue the pictures of their vegetables onto the outside of small cups. When the glue had dried, they put a little dirt in their cups. Then they put a seed on top of the dirt. Finally, they put more dirt in their cups to cover the seeds. Mr. Jacobs had the children put their cups on a table by the window. Everyone took a turn watering the class seeds. Soon, green sprouts were growing in all the cups. The class wanted to pull the sprouts out to see the roots, but Mr. Jacobs said no. He said that it was very important to let the sprouts grow big and strong. Then they could plant them in the garden outside. In a few weeks, all the plants were ready to go into the big garden outside. Charlie decided to plant his corn near the back of the garden. Charlie liked digging in the dirt. He carefully measured the space between holes he dug for each plant. Charlie placed the corn plants in the holes. Then he filled the holes with dirt and patted the plants into place. Everyone worked very hard in the garden. They pulled weeds and made sure that all of the plants had enough water. The plants started getting bigger and bigger. Finally, the vegetables started to grow. They got bigger and bigger too. Charlie's corn grew very tall, taller than Charlie. Finally, the garden was ready for everyone to start picking the vegetables. Mr. Jacobs told the children that they had done a good job. Michael took some of his tomatoes home. His mother used them to make her yummy tomato sauce for spaghetti. Rosie took some of her cabbage home. Her grandfather made his delicious cabbage rolls. Charlie took some of his corn home. His grandmother cooked it just like her father had cooked it when she was a little girl. It was the sweetest corn Charlie had ever tasted. "I am very proud of you," said Grandmother Laura. That story shows how important it is to work together as a group to get something done. A good activity to do with your child after this is to get a packet of flowers and have them plant them in little cups just like the kids in Charlie's class did. and put it in the windowsill to grow until it gets big enough to put it outside. It's a fun little way. You can get a cute little flower pot for them to put it in, or get just a plain one, let them paint it to have a little fun enhancement to the project. It can be fun. I'm gonna try that out with my little cousin. He's 4, so it's a little young for his age, but I still think it'll be okay. I still think it will be a good activity for him to do. Next week's story will be Megan Buys a Present.